Now, former Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama have joined Bono from U2 to criticise Donald Trump's cuts to USAID. I get the feeling this intervention is just going to make these cuts more popular.
Yeah, okay. First of all, President Bush, with all due respect, when you're on the stage and touting what Bono and Obama are saying, you're on the wrong side of the issue. I'm sorry, okay? Look, USAID was cut significantly by President Trump for this particular reason. When DOJ did a accounting of what the money they were spending on. Let me read you a list. I don't want to miss anything on what USAID spent money on, okay? They spent $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbian workplaces. They spent $70,000 for a DEI musical in Iceland. $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I'm not making this up. This is real stuff I'm reading. $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. And by the way, Rita, that's just the funny stuff that we're laughing on. But there's some serious stuff. For example, we were funding nonprofits that were funding terrorist organizations and Al-Qaeda, okay? We were funding organizations that kept the poppy seed alive in Afghanistan, giving and supporting the Taliban. This is the situation that we find. And by the way, it is so disingenuous for them to say, yeah, but look at all the good stuff that you've all cut out. That's baloney. That's BS, okay? That is fake news. USAID was absorbed into the State Department. The State Department is still spending money on the important stuff. It's cutting out this crap I just said, okay? So it is spending money on things that we need to spend money on. But now it's not these unelected officials who are there forever, who have no accountability to the U.S. taxpayer, and now they do. That's the situation, Rita.
Well, it was such an eye-opener, having an understanding where this money has come from for these activist movements. It never was organic. It was never grassroots. It was these activists who were using taxpayer funds to push their own political barriers, and the taxpayer was completely in the dark about it. So I think it's one of the great things that has come from Trump's second term. Now, before you go, there's some angst at CNN, and the New York Post is reporting that many are unhappy with anchor Caitlin Collins because she's purchased a very expensive Nantucket vacation home at a time when her colleagues are being sacked. They've got all sorts of staff cuts and other belt tightening measures happening at the struggling network. Should she be allowed to just enjoy her beach house without this angst? She works hard.
Good for Caitlin Collins, okay? Good for her. Let her buy all the beach houses, okay? I don't understand what the problem is here. Do better. I think at the bottom line, yes, there are massive cuts happening at CNN. Why? Because CNN isn't pulling in ratings, okay? There's beach houses all the live long day at Fox News because they've got ratings. The CNN people are getting cuts because they can't pull in the money. Sorry, guys. If you can't do the work, you ain't getting the beach houses. Okay, I don't know what else to say.
I think you nailed it right there, Ami Horowitz. Thanks for your time tonight.